I wanted to start off with a quote by Jurgen Klinsmann, who is the coach of the U.S. men's soccer team. He said this after we lost to Belgium in the knockout round. He said, "You kind of leave the place with, it was a good performance, it was thrilling games, but we should have gone further. There's still that learning curve. We want to become this proactive team and go eye to eye and take it to the opponents no matter what their big name is." And I had the feeling we could have done that. And this is pretty much just saying we did do pretty well, but the U.S. has always been satisfied with being mediocre when it comes to soccer, and it's good to know that we have a coach that expects better. So I'm here to inform everyone how the U.S. soccer is on the rise and how the World Cup helped with that. Many people are critical of Klinsmann because people expect America to be better than everyone else, especially in sports. And it's really like that with the big sports such as basketball. If anybody watched the FIBA World Cup, we won every game by like 20 or 25 points. And so people just expect us to be that much better than everybody else. Whether or not you're a soccer fan, you can't help but root for your country, even if you don't know the game. I've never seen more people watch soccer than I did this past summer. I'd see people that I know and I'd just be like, "What are you doing watching the game? You don't know nothing about soccer." And they'd just be like, "I don't know, it's just exciting now that our team's getting better." So that was pretty cool to see. I'm an avid sports fan, especially when it comes to soccer, and even though I'm biased, the sport means a lot to me regardless if I'm watching or playing it. And as you can guess, I've watched a lot of the World Cup games, almost all of them. And so 3 ways the 2014 World Cup positively affected U.S. soccer is, 1, we have a proven coach with impeccable credibility. We have more players who play in competitive leagues year-round around Europe. And 3rd, more people are starting to watch and support the beautiful game that it is. Jurgen played for Germany. He's actually from Germany. He won the World Cup as a player, and he was one of the best players of his times. He won numerous trophies with his teams and collected many individual accolades. And he just played for some of the best teams in Europe, those powerhouse teams that I was talking about. He had 200 goals, over 200 goals for his club and 47 for his country. And that just makes him one of the best players to ever represent Germany as a player. And this also translated into coaching as well. He coached Germany in 2006 and took them to the semis where they should have won, but they got upset and so they got 3rd place, which still isn't bad. And he became the U.S. coach in 2011. He's the 35th coach in U.S. history, and he already holds numerous records, such as having the best winning percentage in a single year, which he did twice, most wins in a single year, and most consecutive wins. And most importantly to me, I think, he was the first coach to win on Mexican soil against Mexico, which is our biggest rival if anybody knows anything about soccer. And lastly, he won the 2013 Gold Cup, which is a highly respected international tournament. So this sums up my first point. I'm now going to move on to my second point on how we have more players who play in competitive leagues around Europe. The problem for U.S. soccer has always been a lack of players playing at the highest level in club year-round. The best players in the world are always competing for the big trophy in countries such as Spain, England, Germany, Italy, and so on. And ever since the World Cup ended, we've actually had a few of our players offered the chance to play in Europe by some of these teams because they really proved their quality and showcase their skills. Also, big-time names coming to the MLS. 5 to 10 years ago, it was nearly impossible to find a player in the MLS that was an all-star and known worldwide. In the past couple months, there have been talks of expansion teams, such as a team in New York, who is actually trying to recruit some of these big-name players to come and play in the MLS, which is only going to help out our league over here as well. And so now I'm going to move on to my 3rd and final point on how the World Cup positively affected U.S. soccer. More people are starting to watch and support U.S. soccer, know what's going on. The ratings were higher than they've ever been after this World Cup. The numbers were jaw-dropping as to how many people were watching this World Cup. Compared to 2010, there was a 50% increase in viewers, and the exact numbers are 4.3 million compared to 2.8. Nike has seen its revenues go up in soccer from 40 mil in 1994 to over 2.3 billion after this World Cup, so that's pretty incredible. Also, we had the 2nd most amount of fans travel to Brazil to watch us, next to the host nation Brazil, which is pretty awesome to see. There was like almost 200,000 fans. Our youth systems are getting better. Other countries, the reason why they're pretty much a lot better than us is because they develop their players from a young age. And it's not really like that over here unless you live in a big state like California or Texas. And so John Brooks, I don't know if anybody knows who that is. He was one of the younger players on the team, and he scored probably one of the most important goals in the World Cup against Ghana. And then also Julian Green was one of the youngest players to ever score in the World Cup period. So those are just a couple examples of our youth players stepping up. Just to summarize and reinforce everything, future U.S. soccer is bright and promising. Anyone that likes or supports our country should be optimistic going forward about our potential. We have a coach who's a perfect fit. As I said, he won a World Cup as a player and coached the team to the semifinals, so that shows he knows what it takes to win. More of our players are playing in these bigger leagues around the world, which is helping. And lastly, how more people are starting to watch soccer. And as I said earlier, how the increase in viewers changed dramatically. It's only going to go up from there. And so we were in the toughest group, and even though we've done particularly well in other World Cups, this showed our true potential. Everybody picked us not even to break bracket, which was pretty disrespectful, but we ended up getting second, and we should have came in first had it not been for a few mistakes. And we lost in round 16 to Belgium, who was a top 10 team, and one of the favorites to win it all. And so moving forward, it's just a major step in the ongoing process of making US a powerhouse team. And so hope everybody can see what's happening.